Hey, what's going on, visionaries? Welcome back to another episode of Superfast Saturday. In today's quick tip, we're going to talk about color depth. Last episode, we talked about motion and a little bit of color depth. In today's episode, we're going to go ahead and dive into it a little bit farther. So, let me go ahead and throw 3 minutes on the clock. And let me try to explain color depth to you. I'm going to try my best within 3 minutes, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to go without that timeline. Color depth is important, just as I said last time, because color depth pretty much determines where things are placed at in your scene and how things are placed in your scene. It also go hand in hand with understanding in a couple different things. That's light, scale, perspective, and atmospheric composition. Those things are important because if you're in the work or trying to get into the work of VFX and filmmaking and everything else, understanding these type of concepts will help you blend in things to make things look more photorealistic. So you see these guidelines every day when you walk outside, every day when you go ahead and participate in different events, activities. Any given time that you look off in the distance, you will see that things tend to be more cooler, less saturated, and less detailed than things that are inside the midground and things that are inside the foreground. Foreground elements seems to be more warmer, seems to be more contrasted, and seems to be more saturated and have all the detail inside that particular type of element. So let me go ahead and show you some sort of examples. The first example, I'm gonna go ahead and use this picture here. This picture is a landscape. I'm not entirely too sure where it was at. I have no idea. I got it offline. But as you can see, things that are inside the foreground tends to have that contrast, tends to be more saturated, and tends to be warmer. So what I mean by warmer is that it kind of tends to go to that orange red, tint. Things that are inside the midground tends to have less focus, less detail, less saturation, and it start to have like a little weird color shift and everything to it. It's like a neutral zone. Things that are way back there, as far as the background elements, they tend to blend in with the skyline. They tend to be more cooler, less saturated. Like we don't even know what those things are, but at the same time, like we have an idea that they are mountains because it is like the landscape type picture. But as far as the saturation and all that, like we can't tell exactly what color, where they at, nothing like that. Understanding these rules and these concepts or these guidelines, it will help you become a better artist, because it's a simple fact, you can go ahead and start producing work where things look photorealistic. Like people can't tell the difference too much between the CGI and VFX and like the live action plate. That's pretty much the goal of what I'm trying to go ahead and get you to understand here. I got into filmmaking because I love matte paintings. Matte paintings are one of those things that blew my mind when I first seen it. I did not know what it was. When I first saw it, I was like, yo, it's crazy how these open worlds are, so massive, so beautiful, so correct as far as like the colors and everything else. I was like, what is this? So when I figured out that it was a matte painting, I started to try to go ahead and learn and do it on my own. So here's one of my little concept paintings. This is just an idea, pretty much. That's what it is. It's just a concept. And mind you, everything I did is on my mouse. This is not with like a like a drawing tablet or anything along those lines. Everything is like on the mouse. So don't judge me too hard. But the idea is that when I go ahead and do my concept work or anything along those lines, I always use a palette ranging from white to black, black being what's completely in my face right there in the foreground, and then white being way back there inside the background, and then my gray tones are like always my midground type of elements. So here it is, and as you can see, things that are inside my foreground, these are the things that I want you to go ahead and like oh yeah, he's like at this location, this whatever the case may be. Things inside the midground is kind of like interesting elements, probably landscape, moral landscapes, whatever the case, and the things way back there inside the background where my horizontal line and everything is. This is kind of where I want your eyes to go ahead and lead to after you go ahead and start to examine the work and everything else. If you didn't understand what I was saying by any means, like don't worry, there will be full in-depth hour-long or plus tutorials of me going through a step-by-step process of trying to figure out what blends with what to make things look photorealistic for you guys later on, because right now behind the scenes I'm working on a bunch of short films and everything else that I want to go ahead and put together as far as like a portfolio, because later on I will be sending out emails and all that crazy stuff. I will also be posting an announcement video here very soon, because we're so close to 1K subs. I will be doing my first ever giveaway here on this channel, so make sure that you are subbed and all that good stuff for that. But before we end off the video, for all you guys that are out there that are like me, that need that daily dose of Jesus in your life, I want to go ahead and give you the verse of the day. The verse of the day is one of the verses that I hold dear and close to my heart. The verse of the day is Matthew 18:6. Jesus said, "But for whoever shall offend one of my little children which believe in me, it will be better for that man to hang a milestone around his own neck and drown himself in the depths of the sea." The Good Shepherd. Alright guys, so that's the quick tip for today. I will be seeing you guys soon. You guys have a great 4th of July. I love you, I thank you, and God bless.